Good morning and welcome to another edition of Roadhouse Last Call. Roadhouse Last Call. Bender, how are you this morning?
Morning.
Bender?
Morning. I'm here.
Morning.
I'm here. That
Good.
was that was an abbreviated introduction.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. Um,
Yeah.
it's like, honestly, it's like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, we want to destroy America? Let's go. Let's get it on. Let's do it. Okay.
Indeed.
I got my 40 acres and a mule. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Let's go. I got clean water, clean air. Okay. Okay. Meantime, a bunch of fucking idiots can sit there and celebrate the destruction of the country. It's awesome. Really cool. It's neat. Neat.
It's something.
Inflation came in. Um, I don't want to say hot because it was one tick above. Don't want to say in line because once again it was above. Don't want to say anything about what it was other than obviously whatever the Fed has been doing for the last 6, 8 months is not working. So cool. There you have it. We did get an uptick in jobless claims. There's a trend developing there. Whether people want to see it or not, that's cool. That's cool. Let's not forget that the overall goal for the Fed, even though they've changed their terminology, was to crush wages, loosen the job market, and to effectively take money out of people's pockets. That was the goal. That's what they set out to do. So they're well on their way in doing that. The only problem is they can't control inflation because once again, Bender, and we'll just check chat real quick to see what dumb fuck is going to actually argue with the point that Al specifically said that they don't have the tools in order to directly combat inflation. Again, his words, not mine, his, not mine, his words, not mine.
Sounds like we need a new tool bag.
Or we need new leadership,
He's a
one or
tool
the
bag.
other.
Oh.
It's like, look, it's like, it becomes very, very interesting when it's like the talking points, when they line up for somebody, they want to ignore all the other components of what they are. So here we are. We're going to sell. We're going to sell. Yeah, and Cypher, you've been listening. I've been calling for a new president since this motherfucker got in the office. So what are you going to do? What are you going to say now? You're going to say that maybe I'm an honest broker in how I call things, or I'm just a one-sided twat who only looks to my side, red or blue, and be like, oh yeah, no, it's great, it's great, it's great. Yeah, cool. Um, Anyways, what you got on the levels, Bender? There's nothing to do or say here. We get bank numbers in the morning. Let's see what those look like. Um, Yay. Yay, America. Red, white, and blue.
All right. Well, as expected, or as you can imagine, I suppose, all the moving averages are, kind of far away, given that move that we just had. But I'm going to post a couple charts here to take a look at. So this was that circle is the one that I drew yesterday. That basically, if we didn't hold 35.75, that this is probably where we would go. At the first attempt, we'd come down and test the bottom of this channel, and that's where we are. We're right there. This is also 35.15-ish resistance from August 2020, November 2020. That white dotted line that you see down below, that's a trend line. That trend line comes in from the highs in 2007. If you draw a trend line from 2007 highs to 2018 highs, it also intersects with 2020 lows. And that's where that trend line comes in. Now, the chart that I posted, I think I posted, was that a daily or a weekly? Let me see. That is a weekly chart. So while it looks like it's very close, in reality, to get to that trend line today would put us about 34.80. So that's levels below. I have 35.09, which was, well, it was the overnight low. I think we made a new one, 35.06. So we'll use that as the overnight low. 3,500 whole number, 34.80 would be that trend line. So that's kind of what I would watch here coming into the open. If we keep selling and we end up below, say 34.72 or so, the next major level of support I have is 34.25. So that's kind of what I got below, and then levels above 35.30. I think sets up the day if we can retake that 35.30 to 35.35 area. Then maybe this move down was exactly what we needed, and maybe the algos pick it up. We'll see. Above that, like I said, all the moving averages are quite a ways away. Above now, the shorter time frame, 10, 20, and the 50 on the 60-minute, those will move around quite a bit. I'll provide those. I'm going to wait till the open, and then I'll let you know where they're at. And my plan this morning is I'm going to wait for the open. I want to see kind of what they do with it. I may trade that, opening range, give it a few minutes and kind of see if they're going to, if they're going to use this, hot CPI number to come back and hit the bottom of that channel and, try to put in a decent Q4, down in around here, I wouldn't be surprised if they go.
You also have
that was extreme.
you also have bank earnings coming out. So whether it's but what I'm saying is it's like it doesn't have to be today. It could just as easily be off of those earnings also.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But that's kind of my plan. I'm gonna let this thing open up and see what they do with it. I've got a small position right now long that were limit orders that I had put in last night, essentially for this scenario. But it's like I said, it's a small position, and hopefully we will hold 3,500. And then I can kind of figure out how I want to adjust it, if I want to add to it. If we start moving up, if we get above, that 35.30, it could set up a nice move to at least recapture some of this, right? There is a lot of unfinished business now. Don't know when we'll finish it, but there's a lot of unfinished business with a 100-point drop like that. So, you got to be aware that, they'll probably is not the right word. There's a decent chance that they recover at least some of this drop, but I don't want to mistake that for, now we're going to rally. It's like, well, there's a reasonable chance that we go up and fill in some of those spots and then decide. So I'll be paying very close attention. I think flow is going to be really important, as it usually is, but I think more so today because, again, we want to look for those. We want somebody else to pick the bottom and tell us that, okay, it's in. Bottom's in. This is the sell that we were looking for to, put money to work again. And I think, I think the flow is going to tell us if that's the case. So I think it's very important that we watch flow, but and see if this the bottom trend line of this channel can hold or not.
Yeah, very good. What you got there, Stockington?
Hello. I am here just adjusting with the move down. So a lot of this is going to be kind of pre-market range for triggers. Tesla, we're going to go ups. I'd be watching yesterday's lower orb. That was 211.55. Got a line there based on yesterday. And then just use pre-market low as a possible put trigger, 208.28. So that would be what I'm watching on Tesla. If we continue down, there's a fib down there at 205.25. So I'll be watching there on Tesla. Nvidia, just strictly, down here in no man's land using pre-market range. So I have 109.65 if we were going to continue down as a put trigger, 111.05 if we were going to move up. And then AMD was also on the list due to being a daily inside bar. There was a dark pool down here on AMD at 56.45. So I'd be looking to see if it can break that to move up. And then to the downside, I would be looking at 55.4 to potentially take AMD short. And I'm going to just type these out. I realized that was a change. So that's all I got.
All right, very nice. Anybody else have anything else? A couple of great charts down below in chat that I think it's probably a good idea to kind of take a peek at, some nice observations. Bender laid out a really, really good plan and a really wise way to kind of look throughout the market. Yeah.
Let's get it.
I mean, it's like KB. I'll find you the Phantom Print tracker.
Anything? Anything else? Got anybody? Anybody?
Yeah, let's do anybody but me.
Anybody with Hells? I did see a few in Cypher calling out 34.91 being 50% retracement from COVID low to all-time high, so that's helpful for sure. Somebody had posted that level on SPY.
Yeah, look, it's like so just as far as the people looking for downside targets, one thing that's becoming more and more apparent, like just absolutely more and more apparent, the longer the Fed maintains this position that they're still right in some capacity, we're all fucked. So until they come out and they're like, hey, we need to ease up on the throttle, we need to do that, just assume we're fucked.
Yeah.
Just assume we're going to continue to go down. That's the safest assumption that you can possibly make. We're here because of them. We'll get out because of them. There is no in between.
Good shit.
So looking at the Phantom Print tracker, we've hit all of the Phantom Prints below on the SPY. I dropped in the dark pools that I noted, thought from last night. Something's going on with China. So they've been hitting K-Web, they've been hitting BABA. And then the other thing, I don't know if we've seen anything from Mr. Sunman yet today, but there's a new Alzheimer drug that's looking promising. So I know he's going to have SAVA and BIIB watch today.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, we got about 24 minutes till the open. So get your snacks, get your water, buckle up. I guess we'll make it short this morning, and yeah, see you in 24 minutes. Thanks, Stockington.